Hello. Good morning, students. Myself Kanti sir for mathematics in 10th English medium. As you know, we are already in substitution method. Yesterday we solved question number 1, question number 2, and question number 3 is 1 and 3. Okay, two sub questions number 1 and 3 from main question number 3 also. Now look at question number 2. Look at question number 2. What they are going to say? The larger of two supplementary angles exceed the smaller by 18 degrees. Find them. So two angles are given. Okay, larger angle given. So means obviously there is a smaller also. Okay, so suppose both ones. So first of all, clearly suppose both angles. Suppose larger angle is x degree if you want, then you can write, and smaller angle is y. Okay, so that is our first step of supposition. Now two equations are needed. So you might confuse that there is only one statement, but in a one statement two informations are given. First of all, look at supplementary. Supplementary means you know those angles whose sum of measurement is 180. So in supplementary single word only one equation is given. Okay. So first of all, write both angles are supplementary. So write down they are supplementary. Yeah, the angles are supplementary. Okay, from given data or given statement, write down required part only or required statement. So that by using this one, you can write the equation number 1. So this is our equation number 1. Okay, only required part is written. Angles are supplementary. Means sum is 180. If angles are complementary, then sum is 90. Okay. Now look at second one. Larger angle exceed the smaller by 18 degree. Exceed means more than. So I can write simply that statement like this: larger angle is 18 more than smaller angle. I just written that statement by somewhat simple way. Exceeds means somewhat more. Okay, so larger one is 18 more than smaller one. Okay, now if you don't know how to make statement in a single step, then read part by part. Larger angle, so x is equal to 18. More means plus, less than minus, and more than 18 more. So keep here space also. Okay, more 18 than what? Smaller angle. Okay, so x minus y equal to 18. Otherwise, if you understand, you can write directly also. X6 means difference or more than or less than means difference. So difference is given 18, and difference is taken x minus y only because our supposition is clear. X is larger, y is smaller. So not write y minus x, must be x minus y. Now just solve. Now it is very simple. So now onward, just for me equation is main. How to solve it is not. Okay. So you how to solve yourself. So remaining part in homework, not whole question, but only solution part or calculation part is in homework. Okay. Now first and third we already solved. Third you have solved in homework. Okay. Now look at next number. Number 4. Number 4. First of all, read it carefully. The taxi charge in a city consists of a fixed charge together with the charge for the distance covered there. So again, taxi charge is somewhat fixed in some part, depends on how many kilometers you have traveled. So there are two charges. One is fixed. How many kilometers you travel, that is not concerned there. So that is fixed part. And second part depends on number of kilometers. So we have to suppose two rate. Fixed rate or fixed charge as well as charge per kilometer. Okay. So now from first statement only we just try to suppose. We are not going ahead. Okay. So supposition must be clear. Suppose fixed rate or fixed charge is rupees X with unit. Okay. And variable charge or charge per kilometer. Per kilometer means 1 kilometers charge is rupees 1. Okay. So we suppose these two things. Otherwise, if you confuse that what to suppose, at that time you just look at the question. What is asked? What is asked? What are the fixed charge and the charge per kilometer? So that two things we have to suppose. Two different charge. One is fixed. One is dependent on number of kilometers. So accordingly, we just suppose. Now the first one. For a distance of 10 km, the rupees 105 is charged. So for 10 km. So write down that statement in short. For 10 km traveling, charge is rupees 155. Okay. So I can write x plus 10y equal to 155y. Just look there. 1 kilometers by rupees. So 10 kilometer 10y, and that is fixed. Okay. In many systems, these types of billing system applied in your electric bill. Okay. In rent also, in lodging also, somewhat part being fixed and someone is variable. Okay. So that is that. Suppose at your home, your electricity bill, if you use 0 unit electricity bill, your house is closed. No one resides there. Then also you have to pay something, that is fixed part. So fixed part is constant. That part varies according to number of kilometers. So this is equation number 1. Okay. Now look at number 2. For 15 kilometer, sorry, for this one 105, 10 kilometer 105, and for 15 155. So for same way, for how much kilometer? 15 kilometer. Okay, and rupees is 155. So same way only x plus 15y equal to 155. Number 2. Okay, this remains constant. This part varies. Okay, so it equal to this. Now you can very easily solve it. X equal to 105 minus 10y. That x value will be placed here. Okay, so now I just giving you it. What are the fixed charge means x? What are the charge per kilometer rupees y? You will get x and y both. But after getting that, you have to give third answer also. How much does a person have to pay for traveling distance of 25 kilometers? So you have to give answer of x, then answer of y. Right? This way only. Fixed charge is rupees this. Charge per kilometer is rupees this. Then charge for 25 kilometer equal. So there you write x plus 25. Okay. Now x and y you will have. So third answer will be that. So first answer, second answer, and third answer. Okay. After getting x and y. So you just practice how to solve equation yourself only. Because we practice so much. Okay. In previous lecture we solved so many sums. How to solve that you know. Substitution method only. Subject any one variable from any one equation and place that one in second equation. Okay, so you will get both ones. After getting both, just here 3 separate answers as required. First 2 are normal and this is extra. For 25 km, how much it charge? So that is x plus 25 and then simplify it. Okay. Now number 5. So these 3 are very important. These 3 sums are very important. And repeating sums of this type only will come in next exercise also. Okay. So understand well. Okay, now it is about fraction. Fraction becomes 9 by 11 if 2 is added to both the numerator and the denominator. If 3 is added to both the numerator and denominator, it becomes 5 by 6. Find the fraction. So we have to suppose fraction, we have to find fraction, but not to suppose fraction, because fraction containing 2 numbers, numerator and denominator. Okay? So you have to suppose numerator and denominator. Remember, not fraction, because if you suppose fraction, then it is meaningless. One variable will be there only. Okay? And we are adding and subtracting to numerator and denominator individually. So we have to suppose that. Okay? So suppose numerator is x and denominator is y. Okay? Therefore, fraction is x by y. Okay? Now, what they are telling, a fraction becomes 9 by 11 if 2 is added to both the numerator and denominator. So now, this is original fraction. Its value is not given, that we have to find. But if you add here and here something, how much? 2. 2 in numerator, 2 in denominator. Whatever they say, add or subtract according to them. Then that fraction becomes 9 by 11. So write down, if 2 is added to numerator and denominator. Okay, I always write statement first, then only equation. Don't write direct equation. The required part should be shown here, numerator and denominator. Fraction becomes 9 by 11. Okay, so x plus 2, y plus 2 equal to 9 by 11. Just look carefully and read statement again. Original fraction, whatever may be, that we don't know. But if you add 2 in numerator and 2 in denominator, means 2 at both places, then fraction becomes 9 by 11. Don't cancel out it. Okay, that is not possible. Now just simplify by cross multiply. So 11 x plus 2 equal to 9 by plus 2. Okay, so it will be 11x plus 22 equal to 9y plus 18. Okay, 11x plus 22, 9y plus 18. Now set here that 11x plus 9 equal to 18 minus 22 minus 4. Okay, so first equation we got. Cross multiply done. Cross multiply for not addition, subtraction, for simplification only. So don't write beyond. Okay, open, simplify. Sorry, that is 9. 11x minus 9y equal to 18 minus 22. So 18 minus 22 minus 4. Now same way. Second one, 3 is added to both. So if you add 3 here and 3 here, then new equation also can be obtained. Okay, so same way, only add here 3 and write down here 5 by 6. So you yourself get equation number 2. After getting both equation, solve them by substitution method, and after solving them, find the fraction, means that one. Suppose you get 3 and 5, then 3 by 5. 4 and 7, then 4 by 7. Okay. So you have to find equation also, then solve also, and after solving give answer. Okay, understand? So second question, today's second one is also a how. Okay, actually this is third one. This is number 3, 5. Okay, earlier solve was 4. Previous one was 2, 3 second, 3 4 and 3 5. All are given in homework from halfway. Okay, now look at number 6. 5 year hence. This type of question we already solved in previous exercise 3.1 also, and might be in earlier one also. Okay. So what is given? 5 years hence, the age of Jacob will be 3 times that of his son. In previous one, after any daughters, question was there, just like that. Okay. And 5 years ago, hence means after, ago means ago. Jacob's age was 7 times that of his son. What are their present age? They always ask present age, and we have to always suppose present age. Okay. So we first of all suppose present ages of both persons. Okay, clearly, not Jacob equal to x and his son equal to y. You should be clear. Statement must be there. Present age should be written there. Okay, unit should be there. And his son's present age is y years. Okay, now they telling 5 years hence, means after, from now, after 5 years. Jacob will be 3 times that of his son. So write down that 5 years after. So after 5 years. How many times? 3 times. Of his son. Okay. Both ages compare after 5 years. Okay. So not x and y are not compared. X and y are not compared, but x plus 5 and y plus 5 are being compared. Okay, you understand? Because they are not telling the relation of ages right now. They are talking about after 5 years. So first of all, both age is increased by 5. Okay. Now they have tell that after 5 years, Jacob is means Jacob's age will be means equal to is, was, there, shall, will, whatever the auxiliary verb means equal. 3 times of his son means 3 times of age of his son. You understand? So father's age will be 3 times the age of his son. Now just simplify. X plus 5 equal to 3y plus 15. Okay. So x minus 3y equal to 15 minus 5, and we always write equation in this form. Xy left side, number right side, means variable left side, number right side. Okay. So this is our first equation. You have to be careful at statement. And according to statement, you have to write first equation. That is very important. Now you just simplify. Okay. Now likewise, second statement, 5 years ago. Okay. So 5 years ago. Jacob was 7 times of his son. was 7 times of his son. So same way 5 years ago means x minus 5 and y minus 5. Nowhere x and y are counted. Past and future are counted. Now past. So Jacob was 7 times of his son, just like 3 times. Here is 7 times. But it is after 5 years of plus. Before 5 years of minus. Okay. Now just subtract it. Simplify it. So x minus 5 equal to 7y minus 35. So x minus 7y equal to minus 35 plus 5 minus 30. If you want, you can write one step extra also. Minus 35 plus 5 is 4 minus 30. Okay. No need to show, but you yourself can add one step. Okay. So two equations we got. Now I just try to solve. Okay, now how to solve? So we first revise also once. Okay, so I just rub these ones. Up to this step, just understand. Both present is supposed, always present is supposed. Okay, and they talk about past or future. So now after 5 years, 5 years hence means after. Jacob will be 3 times of his son. So Jacob says, and his son's both is increased by 5. Then according to that 3 times we compare that. Simply. Same way 5 years ago means 5 is subtracted. And here is the relation of 7 times. Okay, because son's age is less, so multiply 7 by son's age. Now simplify again. X and y left side, number 8 right side. Now, how to solve? For that purpose, again, we have to write both equations left right. Okay. So write down first of all x minus 3y equal to 10. X minus 7y equal to minus 30. Now, subject any one variable from any one equation. Mostly those variables whose coefficient is 1. So either x from this, otherwise x from this equation. Okay. So I just make subject here x. So 10 plus 3. Give equation number 3 because we earlier wanted 2 number are added. So that is not important, whatever number you give. Okay. So now place this value there. So don't write x, but instead of x, write down 10 plus 3. No coefficients, so no need of bracket here. Okay. Minus 7. Otherwise, bracket is compulsory. Any value is placed in bracket only. But if no coefficient is there, it is not needed. No minus sign also. Minus 30. Okay. Now look here. 10 minus 4y. 3y minus 7y. You understand why? Okay. Now, variable itself is minus, so we are shifting here variable term. Otherwise not. Now 30 to be shifted here, so 10 plus 30. Okay, 4y is shifted here, so minus become plus, and this minus become plus also. So 40 equal to 4y. So 40 upon 4, 10 equal to y. Now use that equation. Okay, so using equation 3. X equal to 10 plus 3y. Okay. Now place that value. 10, 3y. Y is 10. Okay. Instead of y, we have to write value of y. So 10 plus 30. So it becomes 40. Now your answer should be again statement only. X and y are not answer. X and y are not given in question. They are asked. So we have to remove x and y in answer. So write down final answer. Therefore, according to their statement, what are their present age? So write down present age. Therefore, Jacob's present age is 40 years Just look at first two lines, supposition line. And his son's present is 10 years. Not only Jacob equal to 14 and son equal to 10. That is not appropriate. So you understand how to write clear. No confusion should be there. Okay. So this is the complete sum. How to write, how to solve. Okay. Now that this method is over. Now if you understand or if you remember, many times we solve two equations very easily, and that is elimination. If you remember, in 14 lesson we solved some objective questions in which it is given that sum of mean and median is this distance, difference of mean and median is this, then find mode. So before finding mode, first of all we solve these two equations at that times. Okay, so one suppose this types of equation was that x plus m, x bar plus m equal to 20, x bar minus m equal to 4. What we were doing? Just eliminate m and minus m by we just adding this equation. So 2x bar equal to 24, x bar equal to 24 by 10. Okay? I am giving just extra example to you. And now use either first equation or second equation. So I am using first equation. So x bar means 12 plus m equal to 20. So m equal to 20 minus 12, 8. Then we use that empirical formula. 3m equal to z plus 2x bar, and we use that with z. But this we already used this method in earlier lessons also. So this is nothing but an elimination method. Sometimes we have to subtract second equation. Here we add both equations. Sometimes we take difference of equations also. At that time we have to do this x bar plus n equal to 20, x bar minus n equal to 4. If I subtract this equation, then old sign must be opposite. So this is subtraction. So x bar here, but m and m not cut because plus n, so 2m left. This is equal to 6, m equal to 8. Okay. Now if you want to find x bar, then it will be here. Okay. And here one plus point was that coefficients are equal of x bar and of m both. But sometimes what happens, coefficient may not be equal. At that time we have to multiply whole equation by particular number. Either equation 1 or equation 2 or both equations. But that is the points of next method that we are going to discuss tomorrow. Today only I just give one example we already solved earlier. And that was nothing but a substitution method, elimination itself. Because substitution means to replace and eliminate means to remove. So we eliminated here m. Any one should be removed. We eliminated here x by taking difference and here by adding. So this method only there, but there will be numbers here. So we have to multiply either or both equations also there. Okay, you understand? So that we will discuss tomorrow only. Today, whatever sum I have given, just I repeat it. Number 2, number 4, number 5. Okay. So 3 sums given in homework, but not whole question. Only part. That calculation part was left, and that you have to solve. Okay. Exercise 3.3. Left part. Okay. You understand, and you know from where it is left.